Hello everyone and welcome to tutorial number 4 of the Dynamic Modeling of Cities class series that I'll be doing. Today I'm going to show you a little bit of a different tutorial from the other ones, looking at how to create a smooth transition from a video of a site capture similar to the one we did in the previous video, and import a screenshot of a particular frame to add diagrammatic information on top of it using Photoshop. So let's get started. So these are the 4 steps that we'll be covering today, looking at capturing a frame in Adobe Premiere and sending it to Photoshop to add diagrammatic information and then importing it back to Adobe Premiere. The video will demonstrate techniques in Photoshop that would allow you to highlight the green areas with an area. The reason why I'm showing this tutorial, as a few class members were interested to know the process I went through to create a site video diagram for our final project. So let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is open up Adobe Premiere and create a new project. And if you have a video, for example, the one I did in the previous tutorial, the one we did in Enscape, I'll use that video as the example for today, but you can use anything you want. And simply, let's say that once the camera moves in to this position around here, we want to capture that and create a diagram out of this particular view. And it's very simple. All you do is click the export frame and then give it a name. Diagram screenshot, and then what will happen is you will see it under the projects files in here. Now remember, your Adobe Premiere might look a little bit different than mine, depending on how you installed it. And to take this to Photoshop, simply all you have to do is right mouse click, and you have to look for Edit in Adobe Photoshop. So now Adobe Premiere opened the image in Photoshop, and we can get started with creating the diagram. This is a site map of Footscray, the site that we're working on for this project. And for this diagram, I want to highlight the green areas around this particular region. And the way to do that is, first of all, always create a copy of your original image and then another copy. And the top layer of that copy, call it green spaces. And then the second one, call it gray region. Now, the way to highlight the green areas is you select the lasso tool and simply highlight the areas you want by drawing a box around them. Now that I highlighted the areas that I want in this particular space, maybe we'll add this one too. You simply press Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V to put them in a separate layer, and you can even delete the layer before it. Now we want to create a contrast between the green and the built side. And the way to do that is you go under filter and you find the one that says black and white. Yep, black and white. And make sure you put it behind the green layer and create a clipping mask. So now you can see that the highlighted green's a bit easier in contrast. So I went ahead and also added a layer of the train spine and this area here. The reason why I have this area here, this is the border of Footscray in our case, and I would like to create a contrast between where the border is. And the way to do that is simply you copy your black and white. First of all, make sure you always name your layers so you don't get confused. and then create a clipping mask of that black layer. Then jump in filters again, and you want to find levels. So under levels, the properties of levels, so if you click on it, we want to darken these areas. So see how it's darkening these particular areas. So something like this. If you want to reduce that blackness, you can easily just add a bit of opacity. Now to give it a little bit more detailing, I like to create a border, dashed border around the black area. So the way to do that is you go to the pen tool, and let's make it a white with dashed lines. Maybe give it a thickness of 10 points. Then simply just draw the border. Use a border. So just to make the diagram a little bit more stronger to communicate the train spine, I added this red line and the axis points within that train spine. Adding text for the south Footscray and north of Footscray. Now you can see the white on the text is a little bit unclear to see, and if you want to make it a little bit better, you can go to the text, which you can create using the text tool. Go to effects, and we want to add a drop shadow. Now you can tweak the settings. Make sure your preview is checked so you can see what's happening, and just want to increase it like that. Press OK, and do the same for the other one. So drop shadow and press OK. And now let's say for now this is our diagram. So now I just quickly cleaned up the diagrams, and I made, so for example, diagram 1 will be this, and then diagram 2 will have the red lines and the two texts. And when you're ready, you can simply go to File, Export, and Export As, and just make sure the settings is set to high and the same proportions. And when you're ready, just simply save it somewhere. So once we've exported the two diagrams, what you need to do is jump back to Adobe Premiere and basically just drag them onto your panel in here. Grab the original screenshot and make sure it sits, and sorry, so put it side to side next to the video, and this will be your placeholder. So if you want to drag one of these in the same position without changing anything else, all you have to do is click, so select it here, and then select the image you want to replace, and click on replace from bin. What you'll see, it will change it to the new diagram we did. And I'll do that, repeat that again. Here you go, now you have two diagrams. At the moment, the diagrams really just pop in without any transitioning. And if we want to add transitioning, we can start by putting it on the second step, so just dragging it up, and you want to go to effects. Under effects, I want to fade in and fade out situation, so go to video transitions. Under dissolve, click the cross dissolve, and like that, and then cross dissolve that side, and maybe it comes back to the original. Right. So when we play it, you can see how there's a smoother transition, and then it goes back. So this is how you would create a simple diagram using Photoshop and Adobe Premiere, and create a really smooth transition to try to depict something or inform us about something. And we use this technique in our final videos that we will submit for the dynamic modeling of cities. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope to see you in the next video.